Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Falcons are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Seahawks, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at his 4. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll bring up a second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
The Seahawks send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3". Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Throwing on first down. Herman looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Let's go. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Herman. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Point after here coming up. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They find some open field here. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. 3 yards remaining here on second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arm.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fielded at the 33. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. For the moment, they're on top of their division, projected to host a wild card game in the first weekend, but nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of shuffling that can still go on here. They haven't even clinched a playoff berth.
A lot goes into that one word you use, doesn't it? But you're exactly right, because nothing's clinched. So that means another win is necessary, being able to play to the best of their abilities, because they can go from where they are right now to right out of the playoff race. If things go in the wrong direction for them, they've got to take care of business.
And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
To throw on 3rd down, Herman. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. This is their 3rd drive right now. Maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And now here's a carry heading left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. To throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barnett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll look to throw. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well,
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Back to throw. Herman firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Here we go now. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 7-all is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Here we go now. Green 19.
Now they'll run on the draw. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
To throw on 2nd down, Herman. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash, this from 48. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know, from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Now the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up a touchdown. You can't do it again. You have to dig in, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. It's driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky, preach. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Walsh now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives? So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done. Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving. They run a draw here on second down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them. Off play action. Herman, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed. It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Let's go. Green, 39. Operating from the gun. Herman. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. Looking to throw. Herman. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now we've got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive. Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
It's good, and it's 21-10. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And to give this time to the tailback. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Vanette, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Extra point try now for Walsh. And the lead is up to 18 now. Five plays there on that drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. It's a short kick taken near the 18. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
A try here for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
A first update now from Cleveland. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now back to throw. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. Oh, a little 360. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
On 1st and 10, Herman. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. On 1st down, Herman. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing again, Herman. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Let's go. Green 39.
Back to throw. Herman over the middle, complete. It's Shelton. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now is signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Looking to throw. Herman. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Falcons haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Seahawks have come in and looked good as the road team. And will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Falcons have it on 2nd and 5. The catch is made in double coverage, and he caps off the 2-play drive with the score as they get out to a 7-0 lead. 1st and 10, Nelson's going to haul in the pass, and that goes as a 10-yard touchdown. We're tied back up at 7. We go to the 2nd. Streeter's got nobody around him on the catch, and he'll take this all the way for a touchdown. Seahawks is up now by 7. Seahawks have it on 2nd and 5. Coverage breaks down here, and this will go for a touch. The lead now at 11. Following the forced fumble, Vanette's got the catch here on the quick pass, and this play will go for 6. That takes the lead up to 18. Down to late in the second. Here the pass is completed into coverage, and he's going to go 75 yards for the score, closing the gap to just 11. Still late stages of the second. Johnson's going to look for a gap, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. Seahawks go up by 18. Staying late in the second. Run play coming up here. He caps off the 7-play drive with a score, closing that gap to just 11.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Herman, and a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Pass interference. Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Second down following the run. Back to throw. Herman. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Hard throw, incomplete. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been effective in their winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well. And right now, he's the focal point of it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Go with 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now.
Back to throw here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They're going to look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
False start, offense.
So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught by Nelson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tough.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. To throw again. Herman. And some room to maneuver. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on 2nd down. Herman to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Elsewhere at Arrowhead there in the 3rd quarter. The Broncos are just pouring it on in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now they try the right side here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herman, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is, how physical is the offensive line? Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard touchdown run. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
Now remember, still time. They can elect to kick it now from back at the 20.
You have to know what you have mentally from your kicker, because the extra points have stressed these guys out all across the league. But I think at this stage of the game, I tried him out there and try it from the 20.
And they'll still try and run for it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go. 290.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. They were looking to throw, holding in the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Back to throw. And some space here. He's to the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 18 yards on that one. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down. So a big spot forthcoming for the kicker, Blair Walsh. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now, after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Still a lot to be determined in terms of their final seeding. We do know they'll be in the playoffs, but in what shape, what capacity, we're not sure. But here, ready for a sports cliche, and then just take them one game at a time, right?
Yeah, they have to. And look, the thing about cliches, they've been proven over time. All right, we know that. So, yes, take it one game at a time, but make sure that there's no let up, no getting off the gas, right? No mental letdowns, because each one is important for them to accomplish their goals. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Looking to throw. Herman over the middle. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Back to throw. Herman. And some room to work. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. But a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herman. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Red zone opportunity. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some room to roam now. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down. Herman. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Back to the air on second down. Herman. And an alley to run. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now.
No, check, Patriot!
Looking to throw. Herman. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. First and 10. Herman. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And on second and 10 now.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
Throwing again. Herman. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. Back to throw. Herman. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. First down and goal to go from the 7. From the gun, Herman. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Looking to throw. Herman. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Back to throw. Herman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he's able to put it through. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. No, check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Seahawks send out their punter, standing right around the midfield stripe. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Back to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A good pickup there at 22. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 20, 10, 5, and he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you get that
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. But let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script. And with the lead, no chance of a return spoiling this one here on the PAT. And he puts it through. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.